listening to the Sports Nuts.
And good morning and welcome to another edition of the College Football Show. My name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the College Football Show every Saturday morning here at 10 a.m. right here on the Sports Nuts Network. We're also on my YouTube channel and Facebook page. We're also on with PENSMAN Sports as well and several other media platforms. We are also on KFCE in Terrell, Texas, and we're also on the Tiger. I'm sorry, Brandon. Tell me what this is again.
TigerNation.live, based in Terrell, Texas, Oklahoma, and Missouri.
There we go. All right, we're on those radio stations as well. And also, I want to welcome today our special guest, Brandon Keeler from the Sports Nuts, who's joining us today. Brian Pettit is off today he's doing some family stuff. And we also have PENSMAN Sports with us as well, and our normal co-host here. And joining us after the new year starts up, I was able to finally reached out back to me. Leo Haggerty will be back with us from Amped Up Sports, joining us after the when the new year gets started. He's going to be joining us. So I just want to let everyone know that as well. All right, guys, let's get started with our opening segment here. PENSMAN, go ahead. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and what you're up to and what's going on. Go ahead.
You can find me here on YouTube. You can find me here on Sports Nuts. You can find me on Twitch. And I got Steelers game tomorrow. Ralph and I are going to be doing post-game show. I don't know if Brandon's going to join us or not, but that's another time for another day. But listen, folks, I got one more, and I got to 1,100. So please, one more person, just one more soul, one more person.
Single uno.
Help. My goal was to get 1,100. I'm one more away. I got one more. I got 1 week, one more person. We can do it. Let's go.
All right, Brandon Keeler, welcome to the program, Brandon. It's great to have you on this morning. Our special guest from the Sports Nuts Network, and I want to thank you as well for letting us broadcast on all RW Media Production sports programming here on your network.
Right on. Yeah, I'm honored to have the privilege of being with you as always, Ralph. You can find my show. It's called The Sports Nuts. You can find us every Tuesday and every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. But I will tell you this, starting in January, we are actually adding a third day, which will be Mondays. So you'll see us on Mondays as well. But you can find us on YouTube at The Sports Nuts 176, Facebook at The Sports Nuts, Twitter at The Sports Nuts, Instagram, Nutty Sports Talk, and on TikTok at The Sports Nuts, and Brandon.Keeler8 on TikTok.
I want to thank those who are on Discord. Those of you who don't know, I DJ on Thursdays 1 to 3 p.m. on Highway Radio Hits, and that is also broadcasted live on Discord. So I want to let everyone, those from Discord that are on today, thank you for being part of the program. So, and welcome to the program. All right. Let's get started here in a few minutes. But first, I got to pay a couple bills real quick here, and let's get into that. Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, 724-201-0500. Mata Heating and Air Conditioning. Call them today for your heating and air conditioning needs in Western Pennsylvania, the best in heating and air conditioning. Also, UV lighting and snow melt. We're in Studio 10 here in Berlin, Maryland, and they are a studio sponsor for all RW Media production shows. All right. Also, Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland. 410 area code 596-1681. Mike Dotson Realty. Give him a call if you're interested in a short-term rental or any kind of real estate in the Ocean City area. All right. We also have a new sponsor, which we're going to talk about later on, and that's the Bonfire Restaurant in Ocean City, Maryland. They're having a New Year's Eve buffet. Yes, I did get them, Mike. Thank you. I've been getting a lot in Ocean City, man. I'm getting love in Ocean City, and I'm getting love in Philadelphia, the city, and I'm getting love here. The city of brotherly love is loving me too. So there you go. All right, I love it. I love it all, man. I love it all. What a way to end the new year. So, All right, guys, let's get started with the show. A lot of stuff going on college football. We got bowl games going on. We have championship games going on. There's 3 of them today for this playoff. Last night we had Alabama versus Oklahoma. Yeah, there you go, Jim Moore.
You kidding me? Playoffs.
Yeah, his son is going to be the new head coach at Colorado State. So just to let everyone know that as well, if you don't already know. All right, let's get into some of these games for today. Let's talk about last night, Alabama, Oklahoma. It was interesting with the tale of two halves.
It really was.
It was a
down
big
17-0, and then they come back. Whew.
Yeah, exactly. And what happened, Brandon and PENSMAN, was that the defenses on both sides ended up, strengthening themselves up as the game went along, because for a little while there, it was a one-sided game. And Oklahoma, Venables, I don't know what happened, man. His team just broke down, and Alabama won this game. I got to give it credit to Kalen DeBoer, the head coach there at Alabama, and I got to give him a lot of credit for what coming back, making adjustments in the second half, which is what makes a good coach. We'll start with you, Brandon. You're our special guest today, so we'll start with you first. Your thoughts on this game last night?
I did come into this idea. I thought that, we were going to see Oklahoma actually win, just because Brett Venables, he has traditionally owned Alabama for every aspect of it. And it looked like it was going to continue on being down. I mean, they were up 17-0. I really thought this was, going to be one of those, oh, great, here we go. Last year, teams were getting blown out left and right, and it's going again. But then Alabama said, nope, we're here and we're ready to play. And Alabama came on top. And I got to give a shout out, though, also to my family, Aunt Christine, everything, all there are. My family is so weird about the way this is divided. It's like 51% are University of Alabama fans. And then you got 47% go to Auburn. And then the rest are split between Troy, South Alabama, North Alabama, and UAB Birmingham. It's so bizarre how they do it. But definitely shout out.
Hey, Alabama's a college football state. I mean, they just
that's
love
right.
it,
And so you just got to tip your cap, though, really to to what Alabama did. They overcame an obstacle, and they really they came to play, and they did a good job.
All right, PENSMAN, your thoughts on last night's game, Alabama versus Oklahoma?
I'm gonna be frank with everybody. If you guys don't know, there was a big fight last night, and I watched the first half. It was 17-17 at half, and I was told my phone was going off left and right, and I found out Alabama won last night. So Ty Simpson, I looked at highlights. Ty Simpson was really good in the pocket in the second half. He was cool and collected. I thought he was really good though. But give him. You gotta give a round of applause for Alabama. They stuck in there. They fought, and Oklahoma made a major collapse. So that's what I gotta say about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, we have a new head coaching hire here. I think it's at Birmingham. They hired another former NFL quarterback. Brandon might want to bring us up to speed on that. Go ahead, Brandon.
This is for University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Yeah.
I don't know much about the hiring, unfortunately. I will say this: that they're trying to pull. I'm not a big Blazer fan. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. All right, hold on. Let me see what we got here. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let me see who they hired. They hired let me see here.
Like
Well, not only them, but I think Chris Mortensen's kid got hired.
Alex Mortensen, the eighth. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Chris Mortensen's kid got hired. Yep. There you go. All right. Not only that, Birmingham Stallions hired a new coach. I believe Skip Holtz is staying in Northwestern. So, but we'll talk about that another time. This coming up this spring, we're going to be talking UFL here on the Saturday show. We'll go back to the Saturday sports show as soon as all college football stuff has been satisfied, as they say. All right. All bowl games are over and all the championships and everything else. We can discuss that as we go. All right, let's go into today's games. Miami versus Texas A&M. Start with you, Brandon. Go ahead.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. The Mario Cristobal, whatever he does, whatever he wants to do, he's gonna mess it up. I really feel it. Texas A&M, man, they came to play. I think Texas A&M is it's going to be a dogfight. Absolutely, all going to be laying on there. But I think Texas A&M is going to win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's by 10 or more. I really feel it's going to be
3 big men. You're absolutely correct. We're the biggest guys here for sports. You got that right. All right, there's PENSMAN. All right, okay. PENSMAN, your thoughts? Miami versus Texas A&M.
We'll see what Miami draws up, but I think Texas Tech is too good for Miami. We'll see how Carson Beck plays and how he is in the pocket and see how he is throwing and see if he's on time. And so I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I think Texas Tech is too good for Miami. So
I think A&M's. I'm going to take Texas A&M in this game. I like Mike Elko.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. He's got a great defense, and I think we're going to see another Cristobal special where he's going to screw something up. I'm going to use this example of what Cristobal does. He's kind of like a John Harbaugh in the Steeler game. He always seems to screw it up, makes a bad call, goes for it on 4th down, has to eat it or something like that. And, Cristobal's known to do that. So I'm going to go with Texas A&M. But the last time I bet it, I said something against Miami, they ended up winning. So we'll see what happens this time. So, all right.
Well, Mario Cristobal likes to he likes to wait to the last possible second to try and solidify a victory. So I wouldn't be surprised if he, somehow just pulls a wannabe rabbit out of his hat and messes it up. That's just my thoughts too.
Well, that could happen too, Brandon. That happens a lot with him. I mean, as far as what he does. All right, James Madison versus Oregon. Is this going to be a slaughter or is this going to be a dogfight? I
think it's going to be a dogfight to start, but I think it'll ultimately be it'll be a mollywhopping. I think Oregon is too fast, too furious. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, ludicrous. But I like JMU. I'm proud at the fact that the small darling of college football has gotten into the playoffs. I'm really proud of them. I think it's only going to go up unless Billy Napier decides to do what he did at Florida and just release the toilet bowl galore for JMU. But tip your cap to JMU for being there. But it'll start out good, but then Oregon's going to come out and they're going to absolutely mollywop. I'm thinking they're going to pull the spread. They're favored by 21.5. I think it's going to be that. I think they're going to win by that, or if not more.
All right. How about you, Pensman?
Like Brandon said, it's going to be good in the beginning, but Oregon's just going to figure a way to pull ahead. Oregon's just too good, and their offense is too quick. So, and I don't think James Madison can keep up.
Well, let me ask this question here. We got Billy Napier here, who just was coaching at Florida, is now going to be the coach here at James Madison. What's you guys' thoughts on this one here? Let's go with Brandon. Go ahead.
I think it's a knucklehead hire. Billy Napier he's just a name. I understand what they were trying to accomplish with hiring Billy Napier. I think it's a bad move per se. There is a lot of tremendous coaches out there, coaching candidates.
Yes.
And I told this to Pensman regularly. There is a name. He is actually the interim head coach at Cal Berkeley, Nick Rolovich. I think he absolutely would have done amazing things for James Madison. Now, do I think he wants to get full time back into coaching? No, I don't think that. He did sue the state of Washington and won. It's not like he's hurting for money either. So, but there are so many great options other than Billy Napier. Heck, Ralph Pensman could have been a heck of a better coach.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Billy Napier he's like I said, it's more of a knucklehead hire.
I almost called Michigan and see if I can coach the bowl game since they the coach's vacancy.
Well, hey, Pensman, they've been trying to get a hold of you here. They were able to text me. I don't know how they got my number, but they were able to text me. They said you have an interview coming up this week, so you better get on an airplane and get out there. So,
well, if they're like anybody else, call me 500 times. That's how they get a hold of me. Call me 500 times.
There you go. All right. Real quick here before we move on and get into Billy Napier here some more with James Madison. But also I want to talk about Pitt. Panthers have announced that Desmond Reed and Kyle Lewis are moving on to the NFL draft. I don't see Brandon, you would know a little more about Desmond Reed. He played at West Carolina down there with Cade Bell.
Carolina.
He's been a mash case this year, the last couple of years. I don't know. The only way I could see Desmond Reed making it is if he becomes a kick returner or a punt returner. He's very good at that. And a slot receiver maybe, but a running back in the steady in the NFL, no way. He's too injury prone. I think he's making a mistake. I said that about Smoking Jim, and I said that about Izzy Abanikanda. And look, he's not even. I don't even think he's employed in the NFL. And he left early. So I thought if he would have stayed his senior year, played the bowl game, I think maybe his stock could have went up a little bit. Desmond Reed needs to do the same thing. Kyle Lewis needs to do the same thing too. These guys, they leave too early and then they end up getting burned and, end up being on practice squads on every team in the NFL. Brandon, go ahead. You know a little more about him than I do, but go ahead.
I think this – Ralph, you hit the nail on the head. You really did. I think that he needs to be wary. He is not exactly the most flea-footed. He is a very injury-prone individual. He needs – to be either the kick returner, punt returner, or truthfully, maybe he should have stayed as well, just to to really build himself up. Why am I purple?
I don't know.
It's just weird how that happens. I'll be right back. I have to log off, but I'll be right back.
All right. Okay, Pensman, go ahead. Your thoughts. Desmond Reed and Kyle Lewis leaving for the NFL from Pitt. Go ahead.
Like Brandon said, you got it right to the T, but if the Steelers do get him, please just use him for kick returner or punt.
Kick returner, yes. I've been harping about that, Pensman. Yeah. Have I not, or have I not been harping about that? And I harped about it.
But I'm just saying he could be a next Devin Hester if we use him right. If he goes to
the Steelers
or the
D. Hess was one of my favorite. Man, he was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I know.
But
he could be.
Brandon, I'm telling you right now, Pensman will agree. I've been harping on this for years now, and as long as I've known Pensman, he knows it too. Steelers need to get a quality kick returner or punt returner in here, somebody who can really, get us some good field position. Other than if they kick the ball out of bounds,
they haven't had one since Antonio Brown.
Exactly.
That's a long
You are correct. Yeah, that is a long window, and they've let that slide, and it's one of the things they've screwed up on for many years, and it's just And now it's coming. There's Mickey Delaney. Good morning, Mickey. Good morning, everybody. Blaine Smith here. There's Blaze. I'm sorry.
Good to see you, brother.
Yep, same here. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Here we go. We got Tampa Bay. All right, there we are, down there in Florida or whatever you want to call it. Buccaneers are on a downside here a little bit here. It seems like so, but fortunately, they're in the luxury of playing in a weak division, right, Brandon?
That is absolutely true. Nobody wants to win the NFC South. I don't know. I think they should just go ahead and say nobody wins it and give it to somebody else, you know?
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. All right, let's get into some more of these games here. Hang on one second here. Something happened here. I don't know what the thing of technology, as they say, right? And there we are. So, I don't know. Something just crashed and burned here on me. Oh, boy. Here we go. Happens every time.
I thought I smelled something.
Yeah, it crashed and burned.
You got jokes today, PENSMAN.
Oh, I know, man. He's an unemployed comedian. There we go.
All right. You know. Last
right.
comic standing.
Okay, Tulane versus Ole Miss. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think this is the battle of interim coaches. Am I right, Brandon?
That's correct. So the entire coaching staff, except for the offensive coordinator and Lane Kiffin, are coaching at Ole Miss today. But John Sumrall, he left, and so it is the interim coach. You know, my good friend Maddie Hudak. Well, she is actually there today. You will get to see her on the sidelines. And Rob, I want you to also check out Maddie Hudak. She's a fantastic play-by-play. She's a sideline reporter for Tulane University. She's also the beat writer for SI.com for Tulane, and she covers them extensively. She's been on our show multiple times, and she is absolutely one of the best. So shout out to Maddie. I know you're there, girl. I'm proud of you. By the way, she's also going to be on TV starting in the new year, so please give a round of applause for our good friend Maddie Hudak and all the people who are covering Tulane. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good game. Tulane is not a team you sleep on, Ralph. Just ask Southern Cal. They know that so well. You don't sleep on Tulane.
No, you don't. You just don't.
I think it's going to come down to who has the ball last and who creates the most turnovers. And if Tulane, they're a ball hawking team. They love to create turnovers. If Tulane comes and says, "Let's create turnovers," you might see an upset in the making with Tulane.
All right, here we go, guys. Next week, and this is brought to you in part by the Bonfire Restaurant, which I'm going to get that going here right now in a few seconds here if I can find it. There we are, the Bonfire Restaurant. Don't forget to check them out, Ocean City, Maryland, right on the Coastal Highway. And I got to tell you, they have some great food there. It's a buffet-style restaurant, and there you go right there. I just highlighted all you can eat only. At the Bonfire, 4 to 5 p.m. Come in for early bird, $67. And let me tell you something. They have some great food there. PENSMAN and I ate there, and they have some great food. I'm telling you, if you leave there hungry, you did something wrong. So, I mean, they have a lot going on. Look up at thebonfire.com. Check out their website. Get your reservation in. Bonfire Restaurant, our new sponsor here for all our W Media production programming. All right. Let's get started. Bowl games coming up this week. Let's look at the let's see here. We got the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
It's one of my favorite bowls, actually.
What's that?
That's one of my favorite bowls, actually, because I was
I know the
told
blue field.
PENSMAN,
The blue field.
It's there's been a couple times they've had the game held when it's actually snowing. It's actually pretty neat when it snows during the Potato Bowl game because the turf is blue. But I mean, I'm looking forward to that game. I look forward to the small bowl games in general. I'm actually surprised that Boise State did not go there, but I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch it. I think, though, Utah State is favored by 1.5. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think Washington State wins. I really do. I think Washington State pulls the victory out.
Yeah, they used to be a pretty decent team. I don't know what happened to them over the years. Washington State. They used to have some really good football teams. Mike, what was his name that used to coach there? There was a gentleman that coached there. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. Yeah, exactly. Mike Leach. Yeah, he was a good. Yeah, they were really good at that time. All right. Pensman, your thoughts. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl, 2 p.m. ESPN Monday. Your thoughts on this bowl game. Utah State versus Washington State. Go ahead.
I think Washington State's going to win, but like Brandon said, when it snows, it's awesome. But it should be a good game. See what happens. See which coach comes out on top. Let's see who has the better plays. But the Potato Bowl should be fun to watch. So.
All right.
And I tell everybody know I appreciate everybody. I just hit 1,100 as we speak. So
great.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So.
All right, there we go. We're going to give out the Pensman. There we go. All right. Okay, let's get this show on the road here. Let's keep on going here. Tuesday, December 23rd, Louisville versus Toledo, Boca Raton Bowl.
That's going to be a fun bowl game.
That's going to be a fun game. I watched Pitt last year play Toledo. They went to 6 overtimes with a freshman quarterback who hadn't played a snap all year long, and Julian Duggar. He might be playing again in the Washington State game because that's where he is now. The great local talent in the Pittsburgh area, played for Penn Hills, broke a lot of records up there. And then he went to Pitt. And I guess he was not happy or unsatisfied about what's going on as well. So I just want to let everyone know that. All right, hey, there Ralph, we are. Thank you, everyone.
Ralph,
yes, indeed.
Ralph,
thank you.
Ralph, before you get into your next segue, can you please talk about Notre Dame?
Yeah, they didn't get robbed. They started 0-2. They started 0-2. They did not deserve to be in the.
You can talk about Notre Dame. Absolutely. Marcus Freeman is a candidate for the Michigan job. I don't know if I don't know what his buyout is. I don't know what's going on there, but Notre Dame did get canceled out of this playoff thing. People are questioning James Madison. I got a lot of comments from some comments I made that I thought that justice was finally made with some of these teams like James Madison, some of the other ones. And I got a bunch of Notre Dame fans that chewed me a new butt and emailed me and said, oh, you're wrong about what you're saying. Well, you know what? I might be wrong. But you know what? Maybe sometimes it is the justice that some of these teams get in and get their opportunity. That's like anything else in business or in work, and you don't get an opportunity. So and then when opportunity knocks, you take it. Notre Dame lost some games they probably shouldn't have, and the decision came down from the board or the panel that makes these decisions on who's going to be involved in the championship, and Notre Dame got tossed out. So it is what it is, and there's not if I'm a Notre Dame fan, I'd be angry too. But then blew up my email, blew up the comment section on YouTube about how I made all kinds of comments about Notre Dame. Listen, again, I thought justice was served. That's all I got to say. All right.
And as you see, I'm going back and forth with that Nick guy. Said they had one of the weakest schedules, and cupcakes aren't allowed in big boy schedules. No,
exactly.
They'll make it.
Exactly. They did have a lot of cupcake games, and that's what they get for doing that. So that's the non-reward you get for that. Brandon, go ahead. Notre Dame. Let's do it.
No. Notre Dame didn't. So people sit there and say Notre Dame got robbed. No, Notre Dame started 0-2. Yeah, you lost by a total of 4 points. All those, no. You do not sit there and say they got robbed because they did not get robbed from anything. First off, they don't even have a conference championship to play in. And, you're playing cupcake teams. Your biggest win came against Southern Cal.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. You beat Southern Cal. Congratulations. And you look, Pensman now says, congratulations. We knew you could do that if you put your mind to it. Congratulations. But that's really that. So no, Notre Dame did not get robbed. And there's that bogus story that the athletic director came out and said that they are guaranteed if they make the top 12, they are guaranteed a playoff spot and they will push out a conference champion. No, that is not true. It is not written in any rules. And there is no preferential treatment. There's no special treatment for Notre Dame. They're just bitter because they feel as though they should get everything given to them. They are what is it? The ugly redheaded stepchild. They should get everything.
Hey, that's the way I feel in Pittsburgh with the media up there, except for 1250 the answer. A redheaded stepchild. But you know what? some of these teams are tired of it. I mean, and this panel came up with their story on this. So, but go ahead, Pensman, your thoughts. Notre Dame getting it out, or not getting it. Go ahead.
I just had to do a round of applause for Brandon. That was great. So that was right to the T. So
yeah, here we go. Here, I'll do one too. There you go. See, there we go. All right, we'll double up on that.
Nope. No,
What?
If you look at every bowl playoff teams, they have a championship, conference championship. They always go by strength of schedule, and like Brandon said, it's cupcake teams. So Notre Dame didn't deserve to be in. They weren't even considered to be. They weren't even supposed to be considered. So
yeah, exactly. All right, we got to pay a couple bills here real quick here. Let's get into. Let me see if I can. Oh, there it is. Big Jim's Bikes, Ocean City, Maryland. BigJim'sBikes.com. 410-289-1203. Give Big Jim a call or get on his website, BigJim'sBikes.com. If you're a handicap as I am in a wheelchair and you need a scooter to ride around on the boardwalk, you need to get a hold of Big Jim. He has a big selection of motorized scooters for handicap, and also he has the kick and go scooters with the little motors, and he also has them just regular kick and go. He has bicycles of all kinds, different sizes. Reserve your scooter or your bike today, because if you don't, you're going to have problems. If you're coming down for Christmas, Big Jim has 3 locations right on the boardwalk. He'll be more than happy to serve you. BigJim'sBikes.com or 410-289-1203. Big Jim's Bikes and Scooters. Oh, excuse me. Wow. All right, guys. Let's get into some more of these bowl games for all of next week here, and then we'll review them. But the biggest ones that I think next Saturday involves PENSMAN and I, Penn State versus Clemson. And it's too bad that Brian's not with us today. And Pitt versus East Carolina. Brandon knows a lot about East Carolina and the Pirates down there. Not the Pittsburgh Pirates, but the East Carolina Pirates.
East Carolina Pirates, based in Greenville, North Carolina.
Brandon, go ahead. We'll let you start since you know a lot about
East Carolina.
I think first off, I'm gonna talk about Pitt. I'm gonna talk about Penn State, Clemson. I think that's gonna be a fantastic.
Oh yeah,
matchup.
yeah. That's gonna be a great game.
It's gonna be Cade Klubnik's final game ever at Clemson. I think Clemson will pull the victory out 20. I'm saying like 24-21 kind of thing. But with regards to East Carolina, man, they can pull a rabbit out of their hat real fast. They can upset anybody. And the old saying, it's a cliche saying, anybody can win on any given time. Don't be surprised if East Carolina comes out and says, you know what, we're gonna handle the business the right way. And I think they can actually pull a victory out on this one.
Yeah, you know what, Brandon, you're correct on that one, and let me tell you why. Pat Narduzzi's bowl record stinks. He's only won 2 bowl games in the 10 years he's been at Pitt. So, and he always loses because he tries to out-coach himself, and the team always quarterback issues. Remember, Kenny Pickett didn't play in the bowl game because he decided to go to the NFL.
It's good to see you, brother.
So, but anyway.
Hey, but Ralph, there's an old saying here in the South, if it ain't broke, don't fix.
Right.
And Narduzzi tends to overthink, and he tends to try and fix things that definitely are not broken.
No, not at all. Not at all. And he he beats himself every time.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
true. The Pittsburgh Steelers are good for that. Mike Tomlin and
that's my good buddy, Coach Vince, right there. I actually coached football with Vince. I have known him for over 20 years, and he's been on my show a couple times. I actually did a TikTok live with him the other day, and he still, to this day, says that if Brandon were to be the coach anywhere, he would run his offense from Albuquerque, New Mexico, to Atlanta, Georgia. And that's so true.
There you go. All right. Okay, PENSMAN, your thoughts. Penn State versus Clemson, Pitt versus East Carolina.
I'm going to start with the Penn State-Clemson game. It's right here in the stadium behind me, the best stadium in baseball all around. No arguments there. So
I'm sorry. Have you heard of a place called Truist Park?
Nope, never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Well, you know something?
So
Bill Hillgrove will disagree with you, the play-by-play guy for Pitt. He says when I had him on Sports Corner with Smoke and Jim and I, he says, I hope we don't go there because he said it's the worst place for a football game, considering where the press box is at, to do the play-by-play. So,
I've heard that. I've heard so many people say it's the worst.
Yeah, exactly. For a football game. But go ahead, Pensman.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. Clemson should win, but we'll see. But everybody.
All right. Hope no one's house is on fire or whatever. So, but anyway. All right. There we are. Okay. The only way Pitt's going to lose this game is if they beat themselves, which of course Narduzzi has a habit of doing that once in a while. Will we see a Narduzzi special here? I don't know, but I do know sometimes Pitt's defense gets too aggressive, and if East Carolina can find a way to go around the aggressiveness, I think East Carolina could win this game. And so we'll find out what happens. This will be the final game for Kyle Lewis and Desmond Reed because they're moving on to the NFL. So I don't know if they've talked to
East
agents
Carolina
or not.
does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll see how East Carolina does, and I got the media passes for Furman, and and then I also got media passes for the state prison football games. So there you go.
Oh my God.
I do it just right, don't I, Brad?
Yeah, and you wonder why Miss Pensman's over there saying we get the Dork Award. We just literally got the Dork Award right here.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. All right, but anyway, Clemson and Penn State. I'm interested, Terry Smith to go out on top. I'd like to see Penn State win this game. Dabu Sweeney's been under a lot of – I think he's kind of like a little bit on the hot seat because of, Clemson hasn't done well in the last few years, and we'll see what happens. How the mighty have fallen, and that's Clemson. So we'll see where they go. I'd like to see Terry Smith because I'm a big Terry Smith fan. Go out on top as the interim coach. Go ahead, Pensman.
Nick asked, who do you think's will make it to the national championship? Do you have any predictions?
Ooh. That's
why
one.
I said it's wide open. It really is wide
open. Yeah, it is wide open. I'll tell you who I would like to see. I'd like to see Texas A&M in it. I really do. I like Mike Elko.
I would like to see Texas Tech take on Indiana, honestly, because they're
Indiana too. I want to see Mendoza. I want to see Mendoza get the Heisman. I like Indiana to get. Well, Mendoza's the Heisman winner, so I want him to get the championship too. And then I want him to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want the Steelers to move up to get him.
Sorry, Rob. He's going to go to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm sorry. Mendoza's going to be the next.
Yeah, I know. I already saw some mock drafts. I already looked at them. Yeah. I know. And they have the Steelers taking the quarterback from Oregon. That's what
Dante Moore's a good quarterback.
I heard they're looking at LSU too. I heard they're looking at LSU's quarterback too.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
I'm not sold on him yet.
They've been to 3 games already. So.
Oh, hey Pensman, I just got word from my sources at the Steelers. They brought in Chip Kelly to be the assistant to the assistant offensive coordinator in the movie theater. So there you go. So
you got to start somewhere.
That's right. That's right. So they brought him in to be the assistant to the assistant. He's going to go around. He's going to go to Burger King and pick up Mike Tomlin's Whoppers and all that. So,
that's
no, I'm serious, Brandon. There's a Burger King nearby where the Steelers facility is. And a couple of friends of mine said they were in the drive-thru behind Mike Tomlin's car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he likes Burger King. So I always make jokes about how he takes players to Burger King. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, But anyway.
You got to start somewhere. Right. You got to start somewhere and move up from there.
That's right. That's
started
exactly
from the bottom. Now we're here. Sorry, Drake.
Yeah, Drake. Oh my! There you go. You got that right. All right, let's look at some more of these bowl games here as we move along here. All right, let's see. We got the Boca Raton Bowl. We already talked about that. Toledo, Louisville. Next, New Orleans Bowl. That is also on Tuesday, 5:30 start time. ESPN, Western Kentucky versus Southern Mississippi. I believe Southern Miss has an interim coach, if I'm not correct. on that one, Brandon?
It is true that the Southern Miss, which is so weird because the coach that's there has only been there for 2 years. He turned Southern Miss around, really technically one because he came at the end of season, but he turned Southern Miss around. You realize Southern Miss had more wins this season than the last 3 seasons combined.
Wow, I remember a bowl game.
That's a very scary thing,
in the middle of it was in the 1996, the first year Walt Harris was the head coach at Pitt, and Pitt played Southern Miss in a bowl game. Pete Gonzalez was the quarterback. So, so anyway, Pistol Pete. All right, there we are. Folks, thank you for being part of the program today and as well. All right, there we are.
I think it's a good move I think Orioles signing Pete Alonso was a good move, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, Southern Miss versus Western Kentucky. Where are we going here, Brandon, with this one? Go ahead.
They're both formidable opponents. Even though I just was high on Southern Miss, I think Western Kentucky is going to cover the spread. I think Western Kentucky is going to win. It would be like a 28-24 kind of game. It's going to be a good game regardless. Tip your cap to both teams. The Hilltoppers were a bottom feeder in Conference USA last year, and they've really rebounded. Southern Miss, like I said, they haven't won more games. They've won more games this year than they have in the last 3 years combined. So definitely tip your cap to both, but I see Western pulling it out.
All right, PENSMAN, go ahead. Western Kentucky versus Southern Miss.
Southern Miss, you did good, but I think Western's got them.
Yeah, I'm looking at Western Kentucky in this game, so we'll see where we go. Frisco Bowl, also on Tuesday, I believe it is. Monday. I'm sorry, Monday. The Frisco Bowl, UNLV versus Ohio. Ohio's coach just got fired for inappropriate behavior, similar to Michigan.
Drinking on the job, doing drugs too, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
give me UNLV. UNLV. Look, I'm a Mountain West Conference guy. My team is the University of Hawaii.
Dan Mullins. I'll take him anytime.
UNLV. So. They run. They are. This has been a special bunch for this year. I think UNLV absolutely throttles Ohio. Give me 43-14.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a blowout too, because PENSMAN, I guess you agree with us, UNLV. Is that right?
I do, but I've seen them fall on their faces too. I hope they just stand forward and keep moving forward and not fall on their face. Brady, you know what I'm talking about. That team falling on their face. I see them beat themselves. So if they play,
I'm sorry, this was Tuesday on this bowl. I said Monday.
UNLV is very good at beating themselves at the wrong opportunities, but I think UNLV. I think they absolutely are going to come together. They're going to finish with an 11-win season. They're pretty upset that they were excluded from the CFP. And, Mountain West Conference last year got into it with Boise State. But UNLV, they're going to win. I think they're absolutely going to throttle Ohio. Nothing against Ohio. I like the Bobcats. I also like Ohio's uniforms. I like the matted look, everything. But unfortunately, they're not going to win this game.
Yeah, last week on the show, I took Missouri State to beat Arkansas State in that, that Xbox Bowl or whatever. And I was wrong. So, hey, you know what? I admit when I'm wrong. All right. But let me talk to you today. What do you want to talk about? Well, we're talking about college football, the bowl games. And let's get into Wednesday. Here we go. This is for you, Brandon. Hawaii versus Cal. Cal has a interim coach. Their coach got fired. And guys, go ahead.
By the way, Brandon, you got one announcement to make about Hawaii.
I do.
About their quarterback.
Yeah.
You told
me. I'm so excited to say that. So, first off, I got to give a shout out to Jaron Sangapangatole. He is the quarterback for Cal Berkeley. He actually is a Campbell High School graduate. Campbell High School is in the state of Hawaii. He actually has a state of Hawaii record for most yards and most touchdowns in one season. He threw for 75 touchdowns his senior year in high school and nearly 9,000 passing yards. It's an absolutely unbelievable stat. It's a true story, though. However, today, this week, actually, yesterday, our guy Micah Alejado has confirmed he will be staying at for the foreseeable future. He definitely will be back for 2026. He did say he was committed to the entire 4 years. Unfortunately, Jackson Harris is moving on to the transfer portal. Actually led the Mountain West and almost the entire nation with the most receiving touchdowns. But Hawaii is absolutely going to win. It's going to be great to see Nick Rolovich on the sidelines again. Such a fantastic coach. I love Rolovich. A good buddy of mine, Brian Kajiyama, and I were talking about it last night. He's actually supposed to meet up with Rolo about just catching up on old times. But expect this to be a good game. Hawaii wins 45-32.
All right. Go ahead, Pensman.
Wow,
I know you're taking
didn't
a
say
wise
10.
so much.
I can't say 10.
So am I, but Brandon didn't say 10.
I mean, I could.
That's amazing. Yeah, for the first time, Brandon didn't say 42-10.
No, because Jared Sangapangatola can score.
I think Hawaii's going to win this. I think congratulations to Micah for staying. I think he's going to do that to get his draft stock up. So I think that's the only reason why he's staying in Hawaii. And plus, he's faithful to Hawaii people. So
Yeah,
he also is from Hawaii.
And this is Wednesday, Christmas Eve.
Yep. I will tell you this too. I know you guys don't know how to say it. His last name, Jared Sangapangatola, his brother plays in the NFL, and his other brother plays at Oregon. And Jaron is an absolutely phenomenal athlete. The Sangapangatola family is just amazing. If you ever get the opportunity to, I recommend you get a chance to reach out to the family on Twitter. Absolutely phenomenal there. Hawaiian people are some of the nicest people in the world. I had the privilege of going to University of Hawaii from 2007 to 2010. And, I have so many aunties and uncles. It's absolutely ridiculous. But there's such if you embrace the Hawaiian culture, you respect your elders there, you will go a long way. And the Hawaiian people are the best. So please, if you guys get a chance, if you want to you want to talk to a great family, go talk to Jaron's family. Absolutely amazing. But Hawaii is going to come out to play. You're about to see special things. This also, Ralph, to let you know, this is the absolute last time Hawaii will play as a football-only member of the Mountain West Conference. Starting next year, it is an entirely new regime. Every sport, except for women's volleyball and men's volleyball and baseball, only for one team, one particular sport area. It's UTEMP. They don't recognize baseball as a sport at UTEMP, but everybody is a full-time member of the Mountain West Conference. And also, I don't know if you knew this, Toledo in 28-29 is joining the Mountain West Conference as a football-only member. So you will now see more of Toledo playing also in the Mountain West Conference.
Oh, wow. They moved from the MAC, huh? Wow.
Yep. Because Chicago State is actually joining the MAC conference in 28-29 as well.
All right. We have a comment here. Bills versus Seahawks. Josh Allen don't have to worry about Mahomes. Oh, there you go. You're absolutely correct. We'll be talking about that tomorrow on the post-game show, which is tomorrow, 30 minutes after the Steelers-Detroit Lions game.
No, somebody asked me who thinks going to win, who's going to go to the Super Bowl, and I said Bills and Seahawks because Bills doesn't.
And I said the Seahawks.
Yeah,
Nick, you had said who do you think
Josh Allen doesn't have to worry about Mahomes now.
Yeah, exactly.
You think Seahawks?
All right.
Do you think Seahawks will?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Sam Darnold resurrected his career down there and in Minnesota. I mean, he didn't do well in New York. Of course, no one ever does, with the Jets. So, I mean, but yeah, exactly. So, all right. We got a whole lot of comments here on my Sports Corner Facebook page, which is great. Thank you for participating. Those of you who have made your comments there as well. And very pleased with that today as well. And so there we are with that. All right. I finally got this back up and running again after it crashed for a minute there. But, so we're good there. All right. Let's get back into the bowl talk here a little bit. All right. Yep. We got it. All right. Okay, let's get back into the bowl talk here. Hawaii Bowl, we already talked about. Let's go into Friday. Oh, excuse me for a minute here. Excuse me for a moment. There we go. All right, Friday, December 26th. No games on Christmas Day, of course, so we can all enjoy the holiday. Let's go with the game above Sports Bowl. Central Michigan versus Northwestern. Guys, I'm
seeing Central.
Central Michigan. How about you, Pensman?
Northwestern has a good shot of getting it, so I don't see how.
Yeah, they've been the redheaded stepchild for a little while in the Big Ten there. So,
yeah, I think Northwestern's defense is good. So,
all right, the Rate Bowl, the Rate Bowl on Friday. Oh, man, the names of these bowl games are funny. All right, 4:30 p.m. New Mexico versus Minnesota.
I'm taking the Lobos all day. Lobos all day.
The Lobos. All right.
Yes.
Well, Brandon says the Lobos are good. I'll go with that. Sometimes Minnesota has a habit of, beating themselves. Yeah. So, all right. Let's go with next, the First Responder Bowl. All right, here we are.
Texas San Antonio is going to be FIU. Texas San Antonio, I have loved the Roadrunners. I'm actually have the head coach, the Roadrunners, coming on my show in mid-January. So, UTSA all the way.
All right, I'll take that as well. I don't know much about FIU, so all right, let's go with yeah, exactly. All right, we already talked about the Pinstripe Bowl, Clemson and Penn State, and the Military Bowl, Pitt versus. This is next Saturday, East Carolina. Fenway Bowl. We'll be previewing all these bowls next week, but let's go into them a little bit today, real quick here before we wrap it up. Fenway Bowl, UConn versus Army. UConn lost their coach, Jim Mora Jr. He went to Colorado State. And so we'll see where UConn goes. I'm taking Army in this game. Brandon, go ahead.
I'm taking UConn. UConn they've really improved. I mean, the fact that, I hate that Jim Mora is leaving. He's done such a great job at UConn.
Yeah, to clean up Randy.
They couldn't win anything.
Yeah, I know.
He turned it around. I think UConn's going to win. Give me them by 3.
Yeah, UConn had Randy Edsall the first time. He did good there when they were in the Big East. And then he went to Maryland. He stunk up the joint. And then he came back to UConn and stunk up the joint again. So, Jim Morris had to bring them back into something here. So they've managed to do that. All right, Pop-Tarts Bowl. Oh, I'm sorry, Pensman, go ahead with your UConn versus
I think UConn's going to win. I don't think Army is good as they were in the past because Navy just won 17-10 last week. So I just don't think Army is strong like they were in the past. So UConn's going to mollywop them.
All right, Pop-Tarts Bowl here. BYU versus Georgia Tech. This is going to be a really good game.
The name is BY Who.
BY Who. I like that. That's a good one there. BY.
That's gonna be a really good game. Absolutely phenomenal. Shout out to Matt, by the way. That's Matt's team is Georgia Tech. I think though BYU is gonna. They are phenomenal, and I gotta go back to my Hawaii ties because the BYU coach is from the state of Hawaii. I say BYU wins this one. I say 38-31 BYU over Georgia Tech.
All right. Yeah, that could happen. Go ahead, Pensman. What do you think?
Seniors of Georgia Tech, enjoy your last game because Georgia Tech is going to go down before they get rebuilt. So I think Georgia Tech's going to win big. So yeah. So I think Georgia Tech's going to win, and I think after that it's going to be another 2 years until you see Georgia Tech come back on the rising.
All right, let's get into let's see the next one here we have Arizona Bowl. Miami of Ohio.
Snoop Dogg Bowl.
What's that?
The Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Snoop Dogg
Arizona Bowl. Well, Snoop Dogg's got to take care of Martha Stewart now. So I mean, so there you are. But anyway,
give me Fresno State all day.
Yeah. I don't know much about Miami of Ohio these days, other than when Ben played there. So Ben Roethlisberger. So
I got a trivia question for both of you.
Go ahead.
Which team beat Ben Roethlisberger in a shootout in a bowl game?
Bowling Green.
Nope. My school, University of Hawaii. He went to
Get
Hawaii,
out of here for real.
Played the Hawaii Bowl. Hawaii won 54-48.
Wow.
Shootout. Yep.
I was thinking of Fresno State, but because they were good at one time.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish up next Saturday's bowl games that we're going to talk about anyway, but we'll do today. Go ahead, Pensman, your thought or your pick for the Arizona Bowl. You going with Fresno or
the Snoop Dogg?
Miami of Ohio?
Yeah. I'm going with Fresno. I'm going with Fresno. So
I'm surprised you didn't take Ben's school, Miami of Ohio. Oh well. New Mexico Bowl.
They don't show me anything. Yeah, they don't show me anything they were worth going for.
All right, New Mexico Bowl, North Texas versus San Diego State. Where are we going, Brandon, on this one?
Well, I've been high on North Texas. Actually, I had Cody Krill, who is the offensive line coach at North Texas. He was on my show recently. I'm going to take San Diego State. They know how to come at the right time. North Texas, phenomenal season, 11-2. They were so close to being mentioned in the college football playoff, but you lose your entire coaching staff. And I know a lot of players have already entered the transfer portal, so I will say San Diego State.
All right, Pensman.
San Diego State.
All right, Gator Bowl, Missouri, whatever you want to call it, versus Virginia. Tony Elliott. What are we looking at here, guys? Start with you, Brandon. Go ahead.
I'm going Virginia. Virginia has done absolutely amazing things. And nothing against as the Southerners say, Missouri. Ain't nothing against Missouri and Eli Drinkowitz, great coach. Missouri ain't gonna win this game, but they've had a phenomenal season. But we've got to seriously tip our caps to Virginia. This year is the first year since 2008 that Virginia was relevant. So really, congratulations goes out to Virginia for this. So I think Virginia wins all day.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of momentum, even though they blew it in the championship game against Duke. So they beat themselves. So we'll see what happens in this game. I'm taking Virginia. Go ahead, Pensman.
Brandon and I were on the phone. What's up, Zillow? Zillow just showed up. But what's going on? Yeah, so anyway, Brandon and I were watching the ACC championship game, and Virginia got robbed of that game. But so I give credit to Duke. Congratulations to win the ACC, but I think Virginia is going to win. So that last call was not roughing the passer.
No, that last call was horrible. Yeah. Oh, that was some bad officiating here. Yeah, I agree on that one. I watched that game too. That's sad. All right, it's really sad that the officials have to determine a game like that, and then they make a bad call and somebody gets screwed. And nothing gets done about it. That's the whole problem. The whole, with the ACC officiating, it's been horrible for years. I mean,
Yeah, because Brandon and I were like, "Where's the roughing the passer? Where?"
Oh my God!
We both was like, there was. I mean, he literally just goes. I'm like, that's a penalty. Come on, get out of here. Nonsense.
All right. Last but not least, the Texas Bowl, LSU versus Houston. I'm taking Houston. I don't have no trust in LSU.
I'm taking Houston all day.
Yeah, I'm taking Houston as well.
All day.
Since they got rid of Dana Hogerson, and but I'm glad Houston's back up and moving where they need to be. I'm taking them. Go ahead, Pensman. You're taking Houston too.
Yeah.
Pensman.
Houston all day.
All right, there you go. All right.
Yeah.
Let's final thoughts and we'll wrap it up. Brandon, go ahead. Start with you. Final thoughts and then tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and all that stuff. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Well, first off, like I said, it's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to come hang out with my friends and talk sports.
Yes, absolutely. Always a pleasure to have you on, man. Always.
The Sports Nuts crew, the network, everything is absolutely the best. You know, to quote, there used to be a show called The Best Damn Sports Show Ever. That's what we're becoming. We will be live Tuesday, the 23rd. It is our final episode of 2025. We will be talking sports, of course, but we're giving our thanks. You will see everybody who is, including Ralph. Everybody will come on and give their thanks to everybody. It's going to be a quick 5 to 10 minutes. Everybody's coming on to say thank you for what we did. But there will be a good episode on December the 23rd. I have the rundown written down. You guys are going to be enjoyed. We will be back after 2 weeks. We're taking a much needed 2-week vacation.
Yay!
Back Tuesday, January 6th. Friday, January 9th, the Sports Nuts have a very big special guest. She covers West Virginia athletics, but she works for ESPN. Her name is Amanda. She will be coming on. So please, it is a strict script that she has to follow because of contractual obligations with regards to ESPN and other media outlets. But we are very eager to have them on. But you will get the chance to catch myself, my man Matt Thomas, who creates all the stuff you see behind the scenes for the Sports Nuts. You will also see Shane. You will see PENSMAN, and you'll see Brian. You'll see literally everybody who has been a guest on, like a member filling in for the Sports Nuts. You will see us all on there. We cannot wait. So please get your popcorn ready, get your questions ready. We will see you on Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. is the final episode of 2025 for the Sports Nuts.
All right. PENSMAN, go ahead. Final thoughts and how people can get a hold of you.
Well, will Bryce Underwood be leaving Michigan? He's playing one more game at least. We'll see how Michigan plays against Texas, against Arch Manning. We'll see what happens with that game. I'm hoping Michigan pulls out the win, of course, because I'm a Michigan fan, but we'll see what happens there. But while Brandon and the crew are taking a break, I will take control of the network while they're away, and then we'll have all kinds of shows. Ralph will take control as well with his shows. So they will take a break, but Ralph and I will keep the show running on our shows. So
Yes.
keep tuned into their shows as well until January 6th, until the man, the myth, and the legend, Brandon Keeler, comes back. And so that's what's happening there.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you.
All right. And also,
we can
well, go ahead, PENSMAN. Go ahead.
You can find me at all social media platforms. I just hit 1,100. Let's keep it going. Let's surprise everybody and hit that 1,200 mark. My goal was 1,100 by the end of this year. We hit it, but let's see.
Mine was 1,200 for you.
So, yeah, I know. That's why we upped it. So that's back to you, Ralph.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. I have gained 3 subscribers from today's show, so I appreciate everyone doing that. And I'm up to 2355 on YouTube, and I'd like to try to get to 2400. Still got a few days to go. I need 45 people. So let's see how that works. Also, you can catch me on Twitter X. Don't forget to follow me there as well. I'm over 400 right now. And also, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. We're also on the Kick Network every once in a while as well, and the Twitch, and but mostly YouTube, Facebook, and those platforms. We're on with the Sports Nuts Network, all my sports programming. The Ralph's Opinion Show will be back on January the 7th, which is a Wednesday. We'll be back, and we will be on my YouTube channel as well. We will not be on the Sports Nuts channel. It's all sports here. So anyway, or I may be going into another network, maybe Spotify or some other place. But right now I'm looking at going on my YouTube personal YouTube channel. So there you go. All right. Okay. Also, don't forget this afternoon as part of the triple header Ralph Williams Saturday. Don't forget the Sports Corner radio show, 12:50 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial. The Answer, PGH.com. With me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree. We break down the Steeler game versus the Detroit Lions, and that's coming up. And then also their Monday night victory as well at home. We're going to break that down as well. And so don't forget to tune in today to the Sports Corner show, radio show at 2:00 p.m. All my other sports programming, all my other programming will be back next Saturday. I believe we will be here. PENSMAN, are you and Brian going to be here, or what? Or you think we should just take off? Okay, great. All right. Well, next Saturday we'll be here.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, don't forget tomorrow the post-game show, 30 minutes after the Steeler game, with myself and PENSMAN Sports, and anyone else that chooses to come on, we'll have them on as well for tomorrow's game against the Detroit Lions. So we'll see what happens. Dan Campbell is calling the plays there, and his rambling gambling thing is not working for him. And I said it, and I called it, and Jeremy Ballwick backed me up last Tuesday when he said I was right when I said, can Dan Campbell survive without his coordinators? Well, guess what? They're 8-6, just like the Steelers. So there you are. All right, guys, thank you for being part of the program, Brandon and PENSMAN. And everybody have yourself a Merry Christmas. And if we don't talk to you, have a Happy New Year as well. We'll see you next year on some of the programming. But next Saturday, PENSMAN and I will be back here for the Sports Nuts Show. Brandon, possibly Brian Pettit, whoever we decide to have on or whoever wants to come on, we'll have them on as well next week here on the college football show, all the way till the end of the bowl season, until all bulls are satisfied. And then we're going back to the Saturday sports show. And we're going to be talking about baseball, UFL, hockey, and a bunch of stuff coming up for that as well. So I just want to let everyone know that also. All right. And
Ralph,
go ahead.
I got one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
It's okay to miss a week or two. I was down South Carolina last weekend with Brandon, so I'm fine.
There you go. All right. And it's going to be my first Christmas here in Berlin, Maryland. I've lived in Pittsburgh my whole life. Had to get out, for numerous reasons. So, all right. For Brian Pettit, for PENSMAN Sports and Brandon Keeler, I'm Ralph Williams. Have yourself a great one, and please, by all means, be safe. And please have a safe and happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Have a good one. Thank you.